hitting streak for Waldschmidt. Driven in. Popped up. Petrie in foul territory, gives it a look. That's 500, and he's in the hole 0-2. Just mid.
Curveball here, let's see.
0-2.
Well.
Line to second. It's a tough hop on Noland. And Waldschmidt will reach. The leadoff man on here for Kentucky here in the top of the first.
He's 14 for 20 this year.
Another way, foul, keeping them from getting that extra lead and from stealing. Waldschmidt for Petrie, the 3-2. It's ball 4.
We got a pitch clock violation. Love to do. There it is.
Got him. First strikeout for Roman Kimball. Before he had to exit with that 15 Ks and 140 at-bats. Kimball will try to do so here. First a check on the runner at second. This will allow both Wildcats to advance. Pitch is high. The 1-2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Roman Kimball. That's belted to left, headed towards the corner. That's a foul ball. It's a foul. And the 3-2. Grounded to short. Ellis. And Roman Kimball works out of trouble in the top of the first. Florida. For that decision, went 4 for 10 with 3 walks.
Couple weeks in live BPs, you know, if you're a guy that doesn't play a whole lot.
Past Boozer, it's going to be a tough play for Smith. Good up the middle with Smith and Petrie.
But Petrie's got the entire right side.
Wildcats on the left side for Petrie. Pops it up, that's a foul ball. Series last weekend against Arkansas. It's a good hitters count, 3-1. And it's ball 4. He's at first. Cole Messina.
He's having another really solid year.
They have to shift on for Messina as well. Takes ball. That's the first strikeout for Boozer.
Pretty cool to catch up with them and see their
Team with a couple of walks last weekend. Very good for the last 20, 25 games. Petrie leads off first, the 2-2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Boozer, and that'll do it for the Gamecocks in the bottom of the first. They have 6, 7, and 8 due up against Kimball. First pitch transfer from Cincinnati.
Condon, I don't know if there's anybody that's done 8 homers in a 9-game span this year.
Fly ball center field. Brewer takes care of Nick for McCarthy. 13. Foul back.
Out with 2 strikes.
Did he go? No, says Jason. High fly ball. Center field. Brewer. See if it leads to more runs. Here's James McCoy. First pitch swing. He played third out there. Jammed. It's McCoy. Brinling.
In Columbia. It's not going to be easy, though. Got swept there earlier this season.
Plate. It's a 4-pitch walk, a leadoff walk in the bottom of the set it in. And see before those pinch hit appearances.
The bunt the last 2, now 3.
The game 5-3.
About to say, I'd do it again. You're on an SEC play, you're probably not going to put him in motion.
Deal in the season. That's line to left center. Jones round second. He'll head to third. He'll stop there. It's a double for Blake Jackson as well. LeCroy, SEC.
Let's go, baby. Yeah.
Florida.
Put together.
He takes a strike. Back-to-back strikeouts. Pops it up. Nicholson calls for it in foul territory. And he takes care of Ellis. Ball one in Florida. Ground ball to short. Ellis gobbles it up.
Losing some of these other teams that you had been playing, and you're going to see. Interesting to see how this plays out over, however long. These two schools are going to be seeing each other for the foreseeable future. If that's fair, that is gone.
And that's a bomb. And homers gets another one.
Right now. First round guys, but they're very solid players. Yeah, it's a bit of an anomaly. I mean, you rarely ever see a strikeout there by Kimball.
This is Grant Smith. Got him. Fourth strikeout for Roman Kimball. Back-to-back here in the top of the third. I believe on the slate, Tennessee and
teams from this league in postseason play, including.
This could be trouble for Kentucky. That's a fair ball. Bringling
Stay. Yep.
will stop and head back to first. Leadoff single in the bottom of the third. For Arkansas, Petrie goes the other way. Deposits that in right. And it's first and second, nobody out. This is Cole Messina. To the left side, Smith deep in the hole, gets the force at second. This week he said, we keep playing toe-to-toe with others. It's that simple.
Yeah, I mean, that's what high level.
Inches the season, we're out of the pen. I mentioned the 6 apps out of the pen. And then he entered the rotation on March 22nd at Mizzou. 0-1 the count on Jones. That's a base hit to left field. Bringling scores. Messina on his way to third. It's an RBI double for Kennedy Jones. And we are tied at 1.
That's been a nasty pitch for him. There it is.
High fly ball, center field. McCarthy camps under it and makes the play to retire Jackson.
That's the case, but Sundays in the SEC, you generally get your highest score. 1 home run, but he's done a good job of staying in the zone.
Ball 4.
Be pretty encouraged in that South Carolina dugout.
Gave up a couple of runs, suffered his 4 runs and 6 Ks.
In career games played, he's played 222 games. Meanwhile,
to the right side and past the diving Noland. Lopez will stop at second. Kentucky has first and second, nobody out in the fourth.
I would say
he was on a tear going into that series. Just absolute. That's a big strikeout for Ty Good.
out in front right there, and it worked right there.
Up the middle, Ellis to second for 1 on a first. It's a double play. 6-4-3. And the Gamecocks are out of trouble here in the top of the fourth.
It's like the
One of those against
the high pitch. He's calling it for both sides, and he's been pretty consistent on both sides because they're not. That one's there.
back in 2021. Daly, it's going to be a tough play, but he makes it. Daly on that play.
Yeah, interesting little note in the Kentucky.
There.
This is a true freshman. Extremely highly touted player. Top 75 freshman by. You got to really be great pick company to hit one up that high.
Checks 1 for 11 with 4 Ks. Fly ball center field. Easy for Brewer.
Want to avoid is giving up the crooked number. We've looked at it in the past when we were bored, but if it's a bunch of 1s and 0s, generally you're going to win the game.
That's what it is so far. A bunch of 0s and a couple of 1s.
0s.
And he went. That's
For thinking that he didn't go.
That's pulled foul. Look out. Teen weekend against Tennessee.
Start going nuts and giving high fives.
Good. Strikes out Waldschmidt. 1-2-3 inning for Ty Good.
The 1 run had some action. It's a rarity in
This weekend. To short. Smith.
talking about top 5 teams coming to Columbia. It's what you sign up for in the SEC, and there's been no.
For Poozer. If he could
Just finished. It's now time to. I'm really.
And that's a foul ball.
Playing, they do it right-handed.
Control over it.
Okay.
Not as much power. Identical lines. Tree. With Montreal.
Canada. Came 130-pound French Canadian to doing what he's doing in the SEC is pretty special.
And he shoots that the other way, and tracking it down and left is Brinley. Brewer and Jackson.
Yeah. Ball's going right over your head, center field. You got a lot more ground to cover.
Grant Smith is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. 6-game hitting streak for Smith. Sends one deep to right. Jackson. You just love his
Is at his own tempo.
count on Nick Lopez. Easy fly ball to left. Brinling takes care of Lopez, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Ty Good. Got off to a little bit of not your tip.
Strikeout and is going to keep the line moving.
Did that get Nolan's? It did.
Good. 390s off the base to start innings or with 2 out.
Ground ball to the left side. Daly. He's 1 for 2. That's flared out to left center. Waldschmidt might have a double play here. For a 2-out RBI. Takes us this season. That guy. Did he go? No.
Continue here.
Back in the starting lineup tonight. And he strikes out Brewer.
Passes between walks and hit by pitches. It's been
He won 5 homers, 34 driven in.
can go to another one of your studs. Might have a chance to save good. You got a couple really good pitchers that you like to ride.
Well, as a
530 pitches, but I mean, there's no multiple options you have here.
he's 0 for 2. Ty Good strikes out the side.
Veach and Gainey in the bullpen.
Ground ball, foul.
Seems in Nolan, so if he can find a way to get on right here. He's still holding his velocity very well.
Again. Athleticism.
Yeah, I mean, you want to let guys get well limited at bats and
continue to try things. Head brings up Brinling. He rips that foul. Popped up. Nicholson calls for it. Been in. And it's been Ty Good.
one of those games where, as you mentioned earlier, in first place.
Tennessee. Good. Gets another strikeout. With a walk and a pitch last weekend against Tennessee.
Kentucky's playing, you know who's behind the plate. And he just got on.
1-on-1 down for Walsh. The other way. It's a drift foul selection. Call, strike three. Here's Petrie.
Pitching staffs haven't allowed it. Looks like we're going to get another pop-up right here to left field. I'm sure it's a night he'll never forget. Friday night in the SEC.
At Alabama. Grounds to the left side. Smith. Throw is low. Burks will throw down to first to complete.
Away from Nolan.
As you
hit a pinch hit, left on left home run. Ooh.
Jones sends that deep to left center. It'll be the left fielder, Waldschmidt. Here's Grant Smith. Last weekend against Tennessee. Fly ball left field, Brinling towards the corner. It's a foul ball. Line to center. Leadoff single here in the top of the ninth.
Podcast revolution.
There goes the run. Just missed. That bounces off of Messina, and Smith advances to second. He'll take first. Pez leads off first, Smith off second. Daly lays one down. Gainey can't come up with it. They have the left-on-left matchup. Ground ball to Shard off the backhand. It's past Ellis. And 2 runs will score for Kentucky. They take a 3-1 lead. Now it's Nolan McCarthy. It's a perfect bunt. LeCroy just gets James McCoy in the 8th. He bunts. Here comes Daly. He will score.
He's reading the ball down, and he's gone.
Devin Burks at the plate. Messina throws down. Gamecocks need 3 to tie. Flex center field in the 3rd, into left field in the 6th. Driven out to left center and deep. Jackson, goodbye.
That's a good start.
Into the bullpen. Second home run of the season for Blake Jackson. The Gamecocks are within 2.
Jackson's swing is locked in right now. He hit a double in the left center gap. He flew out in the left center gap earlier, and then he just hit a home run into the visitors' bullpen. Hummel's given up 3 home runs this year and only 3 earned runs, so it's here in the bottom of the 9th. 4 hitters. Robert Hogan.
It's an all do it at the D1 level, but in the SEC.
Yeah, that's no. Yeah, you got to wonder here.
Reeves drives that deep to right. McCoy looks up and it's gone.
Incredible. Off the bench. Solo home runs, another one. Reeves has been fantastic since he got his chance against Presbyterian, the game we called together, and he's making the most out of his opportunities. Makes this a one-run game.
5th home run of the season for Dalton Reeves.
Here we go. This is what we're talking about. Casas getting a pinch hit here.
In his first year here in Columbia. Crowd getting behind Casas. The other homers this season.
There it is.
Driven deep to right, and they will watch it fly. We are tied here in Columbia. Gavin Casas goes long.
Unbelievable.
Home run number 6 for Casas. A 3-homer half inning for South Carolina.
You called it, Dave. Before the game, you said you had a feeling something special was going to happen tonight. Who would have thought? Down 4-1 in the 9th, we get 3 solo home runs against one of the best closers in the SEC.
Casas knew it right away.
Yeah, I think everybody did. That ball's crushed. Lately. Oh.
Wildcats on the left side.
Ooh.
That's ball 4. There's count 2-0. Foul back. The 2-2.
He's got that devastating changeup.
There's a multi-hit test them.
More pressure on the defense. There's that change. He can hit and run.
A couple of strikeouts. He shows bunt. There goes the runner, the throw from Messina. It's a stolen base for Waldschmidt.
Out.
Swinging away. Petrie sends that to left.
See if he tries to tag.
Brindling makes the play on the track. Waldschmidt does tag.
There it is.
Smith pops it up.
Slash here, yep.
Call, strike 3. Leaves it up to Nick Lopez. Through the right side and past Nolan. Waldschmidt scores an RBI single for Lopez. On an error and scored a run in the 9th.
Blocks are just, in the last 2 innings, they've done it in many different ways.
Lopez takes second. 3-2. Lines and stabbed by LeCroy.
Get as many opportunities to tie this or win it.
3-0.
You want to get a base runner to where? Yeah. That was.
Athletic family. It's ball 4.
Close. Read it to home.
Driven out to left. Waldschmidt to the wall.
Oh, that hit the rail.
Jones.
Yeah, he called it. Called the home run.
It's a 2-run shot for Blake Jackson. A game winner for South Carolina.
Wow, that ball just kept going. You called it, Dave.
And he gets the Gatorade bath. Blake Jackson, the hero for the Gamecocks.
Yeah, hanging slider. He's been, I told you earlier, his swing is locked in. He's been crushing balls to left center field, Oppo. He's a strong kid and hits it off the railing, and what a game. Huge win for South Carolina.
Kentucky is challenging. The ruling on the field of a home run. The previous play is under review.
Yeah, the way that ball bounced off, that hit the railing.
Kentucky has nothing to lose here.
Jackson better hope it hit the railing because he doesn't have a jersey on. Yeah, it hit that vertical railing. It's going to be a win.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. Home run.
A 6-5 win for South Carolina. They get 3 homers in the bottom of the 9th to tie it, and a game-winning 2-run shot from Blake Jackson to win it in the bottom of the 10th.
I mean, we were treated to an amazing game. We got 8 innings of unbelievable pitching, and then we get the 9th and 10th of just everything. Small ball, home runs, walk-off home run. You called it. You told me when we walked in today you felt something special was going to happen, a walk-off, and you called your shot. Good for you.
Something special did happen as South Carolina knocks off number 4 Kentucky. Gamecocks improved to 28-13 overall, 10-9 in the SEC. Kentucky drops to 32-7, 15-4 in the SEC.